Well, Eve, agus tá achas mór a bheith seáilh ar maidin. Can I say, first of all, thanks to Bernardus for the invitation to be here with our colleagues. And it's great to be here with all those people who are working very, very hard all over the island of Ireland on behalf of children. Great to be here with children from Ballybay in County Monaghan. And I know there'll be diverse opinions among many of the candidates here, but I think that it's safe to say that we're all in agreement when we say that we want the very best for the children of this country. Children grow up quickly, as I know, as a grandparent. And what we do as an adult has a huge effect on them. I left school when I was 15. I was at the Christian Brothers in Derry. Most of the brothers were great, some of them weren't great. The ones that weren't great had a big impact on us, and we couldn't get away from school quickly enough. So I received my education effectively on the streets of the Bogside. They were different times. They were times of inequality, injustice and discrimination from the state that no adult, never mind a child, should witness. But I'm proud that I've helped to contribute to an Ireland in which our children will not grow up in the same bitter hatreds that I grew up in. My aspiration for the presidency is to help create an Ireland in which children do not again grow up amidst the economic hardship that we're once again faced with. Proclamation of 1916 is very precious to me, cherishing all of the children of the nation equally, something that has not happened. That is a big project for the 100th anniversary, and I think any president would have to take due regard of that aspect of the proclamation. I think it's the very least that they deserve. Growing up as a second-class citizen, I am acutely aware of the need to make this a reality. I would do this as president by ensuring inclusion and an ethos of equality during my term. There must be inclusive invitations to the IRIS, sharing of platforms with progressive advocates, and those who do such valuable and underappreciated work with children, as well as targeted visits to deprived communities. I will at every opportunity demonstrate the greater responsibility of the haves towards the have-nots. IRIS and Uachtaráin must be a welcoming place for all sections of Irish society, particularly those previously marginalised, and children are among those who are the most marginalised on this island. As other speakers have said, the level of child poverty is staggering in Ireland. 1 in 10 children live in consistent poverty. Over 100,000 children do not have 2 pairs of shoes and a warm coat. And over 1,000 children will never make it to secondary school. So my vision for the children of Ireland is very different from this. And I'm acutely aware of and very supportive of the work of the Joint Oireachtas Committee on the Constitutional Amendment on Children and the proposal to hold a constitutional referendum to enshrine children's rights. I look forward to signing into law legislation that may make a marked improvement on the lives of children here. Children's best interests must be the primary consideration in all decisions made concerning them. And I commend the government for introducing a full Department of Children. Children and young people are one of the responsibilities held by the Office of First and Deputy First Minister in the North, so I understand the work undertaken here. I introduced a partnership network to uphold children's rights to be heard. I helped create with Peter Robinson the position of the Children's Commissioner, a play policy, and a number of initiatives to address child poverty. There absolutely must be improved quality of life for our children, underpinned by an economy that serves and protects our society, that offers more prosperity and more equality so that no child must experience the poverty that they endure today. Children's rights must be guaranteed, free of discrimination, free from hardship and economic inequality, where they're healthy, and we educate that they may be free, where the right to play be protected and to be children is upheld. Where all children, regardless of their family background, whether the parents were married or not, whether they have 2 mums or 2 dads, regardless of their economic status or gender or ethnicity, are looked after, cared for, and have their rights upheld. I have a vision of how children should be cherished equally. This does not amount to merely a statement of intent in the Constitution. We all have a collective responsibility to use each of our roles to make life not just better for children, but brilliant. My vision for the children of Ireland is that they will look back when they are adults and say, I truly had a wonderful childhood. We've had to deal recently with the situation of many people who were victims of institutional abuse in the North. I want to pay tribute to everybody that our officials in the North consulted with here, because from the very outset, Peter Robinson and I agreed that it was very, very important that we learned from any mistakes that were made.
1 minute.
And now a decision has been made to establish a statutory inquiry in the North. And that has been done in consultation with people who suffered abuse in institutions. We put their views first and foremost in relation to how we take this forward. And I think that's very, very important indeed. The last thing I want to say is this. When I was Minister of Education, there was an important project, a number of people, a woman called Elaine Way and another man from Chicago who were storytellers. And they used to go around schools, and I heard the story of one school that they went into, one classroom in particular. And this particular classroom had a young girl who was 10 years of age, who was very quiet and very subdued and within herself. And within 3 months, they had her standing in front of her class and telling stories. Ulster Television then went round, interviewed them, and they asked her what they thought of the storytelling. She says, oh, it was absolutely fantastic, I loved it. And they asked her what she liked most about it. She said, I like standing in front of my class, and I loved it when they listened to me. And so I listened to children prior to taking the decision to abolish the 11+, one of the most unequal examinations that the island of Ireland has ever seen. So okay, I want to go forward as a president who stands by the most marginalised, the most disadvantaged children in our society. Yeah.